Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits of Metal Chaos. This is your host, Dave. I got online special guest, Illinois melodic death metal band Debility. How's it going, guys?
Going good. Doing pretty awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
So tonight's band practice night, huh?
What was
That's tonight's band practice night, huh?
Yeah, this is the band practice night. Yeah.
So now, one of you guys want to go over the history of this band?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're like cracked on a lot.
One of you guys want to go over the history of the band?
Oh yeah. So, where do we want to start? I think it pretty much starts with you, Pat. Yeah. Okay, so the band started in 2010 with my buddy Richard and our drummer here, Sean, and my girlfriend Sam. She actually was the vocalist at the time because we were doing a cover for a variety show in high school. It was not metal. No, it wasn't very metal. I was there in the crowd. It was like we did a slightly cover. Yeah. Sam ran out of breath halfway through the song. It was like I was not particularly sold on the band at that time. Oh, yeah, because you weren't. Yeah. No, I wasn't in there. I wasn't even interested until Sean actually showed me your demo. Because we recorded like a 3-song demo. Actually, before we keep going, why don't we actually go around and introduce ourselves so that people actually know whose melodious voices Okay. So we'll start with you. Oh yeah, okay. I'm Zach. I'm the guitarist and backup vocalist. I am Sean. I am the drummer, and I have been there almost from the beginning. I'm Ryan. I'm Sean's brother. I play bass, and I also do some backing vocals. I am John. I am the vocalist and violinist of the band. So yeah, after they did this show, this variety show, maybe it was before, I don't know, but you guys recorded a 3-song demo, and there was one song there in particular, Into the Abyss. Like, Sean played that for me, and I was like, this is amazing. Why didn't you play that at the show? Because it wasn't original stuff we were focusing on. We don't think we had any songs done. We only had part of the cover. Yeah. We I think I came up with like a single riff at like before I went on stage, and like that was the first Debility riff ever. That was Decimator. That's where you got the Decimator riff on stage. On stage, yeah. I bought a 7-string and I came up with the riff on stage. And then I didn't even use it. I had it backstage with me, and I didn't bring it up because I was playing a different tuning. So yeah, that's sort of that. Yeah, so that's the very, very beginning of Debility. They were called Italian back then. Yeah. So soon enough, about a year later, Richard left for the first time, and I decided to join them on bass. I was already studying music at Columbia College, Chicago, and for my 21st birthday, I ended up getting the Ibanez 5-string, a Hartke 500-watt amp. I still have those to this day. Speaker cabinet's completely wrecked, but I still got the amp, and I still got the bass. They're still very much active. And I joined the band. And then we proceeded to stay there in 2012 doing nothing. Yep, nothing. Coming up with songs and sitting around and honing our music a bit, but, no playing of shows or anything. No, nothing happened until Richard rejoined in November 2012. And at that point, things started to actually move again, very fast, actually. Because even though he left like 3 months later or something like that, he moved to Washington. But he managed to get us our little baby boy here, John. Baby. But you're short, so. Well, I was standing out with Sean. A guy called Screaming Asians. Yeah. It's called Screaming Asians. Isn't that still going? It is. It's there, but not happening? Yeah. One day. Whatever. But yeah, we were just jamming, and Richard was at our practice, and he heard John scream, and he really liked it. So he asked John to join, and then John became one of us. Yeah. He was debilitated. private show that we played for like our recital, yeah, something like that. We played. It was almost an entirely acoustic show, but we played like 2 sets of this death metalish stuff. Yeah, and it was interesting. John was jumping around and he flipped off the parents that were viewing, which was interesting. Yeah, and that was very good. Not the most metal thing ever. Yeah, I still have a recording of most of that show. Some were interested and some were confused. Most were confused. My dad liked it, so. What's your dad? So yeah, we probably had to like this violin, like what, 6 months later? Because then when something like that. We were 2014. Because at that point we were starting to get our first show ready. We were starting to get our first EP out, which is Battlefield Song. It's available on Bandcamp if you want to buy it. Or if you're local to us and come to one of our shows, you can just buy a CD from us. No biggie. We still got some. Yeah. Yeah, just before we went to the studio there, like we have this one song on the record, Corrodin, that we didn't really know what to do with, and then John mentioned we were kind of leaning towards it being an instrumental, but we didn't really have a hook. And then we found out John played violin. So he ended up making the melody for that, and we were pretty much set. This is what the band was going to be. That's what.
So now the EP, where did you guys record the EP at?
Hey, what was that?
Where did you guys record the EP at?
Oh, it was at a place called R3 Studios. What's the new name? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was his basement, but I mean, it was set up really well. It had like a, sound room and everything. He had a glorious beard. Yeah. He did. And a lovely dog. Oh yeah, the dog was very good. But he hated the dog. Yeah. But so we recorded pretty much the entire album. It was our first time recording, but we learned a lot from the experience. Yeah. So we actually took a couple years to actually get that out, just because we were having trouble mixing the thing. But yeah, there's a lot of miscommunications, goes back and forth with mixes for months. Yeah. Fortunately, we finally managed to settle on something and finally managed to get it out the door, which is sitting quite proudly. Yeah. But definitely, we've learned a lot of stuff there that we're bringing into this upcoming recording.
No. So now with the upcoming recording, when are you guys looking to put the upcoming recording out?
Well, we'll be recording the next one probably near September. Yeah, starting the process. We spent most of this past year getting the songs ready, getting demos ready. We've been looking for people to actually record it with. We're tentatively recording it with our friends from Hyperdoom. Basically, they know the studio that we're recording with in and out, so they're going to oversee the process while we try and get all of these basic tracks done. And then we'll be playing the drums under the microscope after that.
Now, are you going to do another EP or be a full length?
It's going to be a full length this time. We were kind of wavering on whether it was going to be an EP or an actual full length, but we ended up adding like a full extra song to it from the original 4 that were going to be on there, and it is just long enough that it is going to be officially classified as an album. Especially with the little interludes and all that stuff, it's going to be a lot more textured and elaborate this time. Oh yeah.
So now, what part of Illinois are you guys based out of?
Wheeling and Prospect Heights-ish area, right? Or no, Wheeling, Arlington. Like the practice room that we use here is literally like right on the border between like Wheeling, Arlington Heights, and Prospect Heights. So it's just like pretty much the north. We all live like 5 minutes away from each other, so yeah, it's not too hard to commute. We don't play too many shows here, mostly because there aren't a lot of venues that are actually right here. The closest place to us that booked us was a place called the Old Town Inn in Mount Prospect. It closed literally like a week after we played it. So now there's nowhere local. But yeah, we're normally driving like at least half an hour out to get to a decent venue. Yeah.
So now the last show you guys played was at Kuda's, right?
That's right. Yeah. That was actually. Didn't you guys have a hand in putting that show together, John? No, that was actually Angel put that together. Oh, right. Yeah, our promoter, Hum9. But yeah, it had 2 or 3 different Hum9 on there. Besides us, again, our friends at Hyperdoom were there. They always put on a great show. Definitely listen to them if you can as well. They're just crazy, phenomenal. Just look at high marks all around. Shout out to you guys. We love you.
I know the Forever Lost closed out the night.
Hey, what was that?
The Forever Lost, they closed out the night.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, they're really good. I think they were pretty solid that night. Mm-hmm. Who else was on there? There were Cunning Like Cobras. They opened the show and they were like really badass because there was like a duo with bass and drums, and they just filled the place out. It was quite something to watch. And then motion picture mindset. It was like metal, and then like punk. It's like hardcore. Yeah, it's like a mix of like Taking Back Sunday and Man Overboard. If you ever looked at them. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of these shows. We're just playing with a bunch of different. That was a drumstick flying about. Sorry. We just have a lot of shows that it's just like a big melding mix of bands involved. So just bands with a lot of different genres. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to play a lot of straight shows with like full-on death metal bands and stuff like that. The closest we came was like we had a show in February that was going to be at Up North Pub, but Zach literally got the flu day of, so we had to improvise there a little bit. We had to put the remaining 3 of us put together a side project that to try and get to that show, but that meant the show was still not all death metal. So it kind of sucks, but we will do that at some point very soon. Actually, I thought, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chaos from the street, death metal. Yeah, maybe we actually want to talk about those. No, we can wait a little later. We'll tell you about those.
You guys should try to get on that outdoor thing on the street in I think it's October, the one in Waukegan, where they have all those metal bands on the street.
Zombie Walk.
Yeah, there you go. We were gonna play this year, but I think they filled the slot before we had a chance to totally confirm. Yeah. Oh man. Remember we got asked, and then they put on Green Mountain. That's tragic. Yeah. But yeah, next year definitely. Mm-hmm. Bane the Malice. Also a good band you should listen to. Yeah, although they're on hiatus at the moment, but still. Still you should still listen to them. They got a neat count. We actually did just play a show in Wisconsin, though, which is actually our first one up there. Yeah, that was at the Frequency, which sadly closed down at the end of last month. Yeah, we were like one of the last bands to play there that whole month leading up to the closure. And that was still pretty cool. Like, Madison is a pretty interesting city. That was really nice. Really nice city. Really interesting to navigate. Especially in cars. No, bad to navigate. I really hated the fact that they had those stupid like European circles. I'm so terrible with them. They had 3 in a row that I had to go through. That was outside. I don't care. I hate them. Well, that's because he insists on taking the pokey way, not the highway. Because like John and I hit the highway coming back, and it was just like we were flying free. Yeah. Only one toll between here and that, actually from our place, believe it or not. And if you know Illinois roadways, you know how much they love tolls. Yeah.
So have you guys ever been to the music store out in Madison, the Earwax Records?
Wait, what was that?
Have you been to the music store out in Madison called Earwax?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, lot of good metal shit in there.
Oh yeah. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't really get. I mean, well, me and Sean were kind of exploring Madison, but we didn't really get the chance to fully explore Madison, which I really would love.
Well, if you guys had tried to explore it, I bet you would have been like lost in 10 minutes.
Yeah, phones. Yeah, we have figure out a little bit. Technology. But if it was 2008, that would be. Yeah.
10 years ago. Yeah. No, 10 years ago was when the iPhone actually came out.
But then that was really expensive.
It was really expensive, but there's still a chance at least one of you might have been able to have one, or at least ask somebody who had one. Yeah, you can't see it from right here, but Sean is just like
Sean is making love to his simple standard.
Yeah.
He's making me nervous. He keeps walking around. Really though.
So now, how long have each one of you guys been playing your instruments?
Well, let's see. Like I said, I picked up the bass in 2011, but I've been playing the various instruments since about 1995 or so. I can play the guitar very well. I can play the piano. Vocals are. I've been doing the backing vocals. Started doing more backing vocals in the band as of late, and that's still a little bit of a new world to me. But I'm getting the hang of it. You know.
I've been playing for about 8 years, I guess. So pretty much from the time I started the band with Zach, or joined the band with Zach, I started playing drums. So I thought it was a good experience, just because it's like I got to develop my drumming to like in a musical setting instead of just sitting there in my place. We were just like a loner and just like it was a good experience.
Really?
Nice.
You weren't even doing that before you joined the band. You had this drum set for like 10 years, and you wouldn't touch it one bit. And I asked you if I could drum it, and you're like, no, it's fine.
He's salty. Like stepbrother. Like a favorite brother. Yeah, right. You wanted to put his ball back on my drums, I said.
I just want to play the fucking Green Day, man.
I think I did a good thing then. I've been playing violin for about 13 or 14 years. I started in middle school, just like, orchestra, and from there on, I just really like playing like orchestral music. And I like grunge music before I started liking punk, going into like metal. I was like listening to like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, and Creed. Yeah, but it's like hard rock, grunge and stuff like that. So I slowly shut up. I slowly started getting into metal towards like college, and I've been playing guitar 11 or 12 years now. I think 12 years since like 7th grade. I don't know. I haven't counted. And then doing vocals, that came in recently, probably like 2013. Probably started doing vocals to actually start trading off. So, or no, like 2014, because I didn't have any parts except for after we started doing shows. Actually, part of that.
Yeah, you actually started singing about the time to start gigging.
Right. Yeah. So not very long. Probably like 4 or 5 years now. I've been doing vocals. So it's kind of a fun thing when you go back and watch some of our old videos of us performing live. We still got on YouTube our vocals sound. Oh yeah, totally different. Yeah, they're very different. Yeah, very talented. They're a lot more mature and actually, developed. Yeah, mine was like more just like hardcore punk. Yeah, vocals slowly become a death metal monster. Yeah, that's cool.
For my part, my screams have just gone. They started out as black metal screams. Now I'm just sort of and stuff like that, because that's what all the newer stuff I sing on. It's just a lot of shouting and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of chain gang backup
Now, have all of you guys played in bands prior to Debility?
Well, I personally have no, because it was my first band. Started when I was, I think, 14 years old. So I was in high school, sophomore year. So yeah, first band for me. Since then, there's been more projects added onto that, but Debility is still the constant.
I'm a nerd compared to these three guys. Again, Debility is like my first band. It's like the only band I'm in. I'm kind of weird like that. Like, I technically have my side project, Frog, but that's more drone metal. That's not commercial. Debility is not necessarily the most commercial thing either, but it's still more mainstream than playing a riff slowed down for about 10 minutes straight, you know?
It's more accessible.
Right.
Yeah.
Much more accessible, yes.
Does school bands count?
School bands count.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you did school bands, didn't you? You did the show and shit.
No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. What's with you?
Yeah, I mean, John doesn't count.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. But it's just like, that's not like a band, you know?
I know. Like making original music. Yeah.
I stand, yeah.
So yeah, where would that be, Sean? Oh, I mean, you talk about Miss Massacre. You mean Discrimination? Oh, it was like, me, you, Miss Massacre. Yeah, that was a disaster. We were all teenagers and very angsty and stuff like that. It's you might be edgy. Edgy pop punk?
No, not even pop punk.
No, we were trying to be metalcore, but that didn't actually happen. It was just like
they would jam for like hours on end, and I was like, are they just playing the same fucking riff over and over? It's addicting.
Yeah,
those 4 chords, man. I can still like even I still have the melody you keep playing for that in my head. It's like. Oh my god. Oh man, I haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, it was a tragedy. But yeah, we were doing like a band simultaneously with Debility, but we never did shows with it. It never left the garage. And we like recorded like some like demo that never went anywhere.
But you know what? It's fun and it was a learning experience too. You know, so
yeah, that was the only other band I did. I mean, I guess I did a full band once too, but I didn't like that.
Doesn't count.
So now, who writes all the music in Debility?
We all have like pretty equal parts in writing the music. Like how it started was Zach would write the guitar part, and then I would start drumming along to it. And then like we just like start with Zach, and then we all basically get to write our own parts, which is pretty unique. And then sometimes if something comes shitty, someone will be like, "Hey, change this," and then we'll give ideas, and we'll just keep bouncing stuff off each other. Yeah. And then eventually, like we'll find something that we all like, and then
I guess we can actually segue then to what we're working on right now, because the working title track for our next album, Feast for the Night, that's definitely like the most democratic process we've had with a song.
yeah,
Because it didn't really start with Zach coming in with a full song for us to add on to. It started with John. He was trying to like make a Celtic metal song. That was his goal for that song. So he just had his little violin riff that he uses to start the song, and then he sort of had like a very vague skeleton structure of where to go from there. I pretty much just wanted them to continue the family. Yeah. I thought it'd be a cool learning for all of us to like work with it. And boy, did we have to work, because we nearly pitched that song like 2 or 3 different times because it just wasn't like coming together. It took a long time to actually get that song to where it is now. And where it is like the song that everybody comes up to after our shows and go, "Hey, I like that song the best."
Yeah, it's really crazy. It's multiple parts to it, and it goes through different phases. And then we had the third part that became a whole separate song because it's, too much of its own song now.
Yeah, way too much of its own song. Because it's like, Beast for the Night is a very, very melodic song, as you can imagine from having a violin riff as the main intro melody.
Yeah.
But this third part we have, which is now called Purge, that is like pure technical death metal. Like, just straight up. No violin, just
balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall. Epic guitar solos ended. It is nuts, though. We played it a couple times last year, and it turned out pretty well, but it's a very difficult song for us to play.
Now, who writes all the lyrics in the band?
Well, it depends, really.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes write them. John will take a crack. Find our songs,
it's mainly Zach, I think. Like and with John and
I usually
Sean and inputting
you.
Yeah,
but it's really
there are
additionally going, more me than a lot of you for Into the Abyss. Yeah, and
Trudge, which is going to be on this next EP, and Into the Abyss, which is going to be later
on our next album afterwards.
Both of those songs, I wrote all the lyrics for them. And, with Trudge, it was just like, we were trying to get the feeling of, like, marching to war and stuff like that, so I just played off of that. And Into the Abyss is just like, it's just an adaptation of a Lovecraft short story, basically.
Now, Zach, you came up with the name Debility?
Yeah, I did. I did not pick the original name Talion, though. That was our guitarist, Richard, at the time.
And there were like 4 bands, and then Talion was the bucket.
Yeah, there were a lot of Talions, so we said no.
Yeah. You guys settled on Repudiation next, which was it's definitely a cool name, interesting name. We almost got sued for it, so.
Yeah, because there was some guy who he had a band that wasn't going anywhere, but he still had the name, like, trademarked, so we couldn't take it. So we settled on Debility after a lot of...
After you tried to name it Debility and Hominin.
No, Hominin, Debility, and Decimator, but Decimator was also taken. So Decimator is now just a song. And Hominin is the label now, so I split it up.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
So how'd you come up with the name Debility?
Well, I kind of thought of it in, like, not the normal sense where debility would be like, a disease somebody has, but I turned it on its head more as now the debility is humanity upon the earth, and like to ourselves, we're destructive, to everything that we touch. So, yeah.
Sadly, we have not actually hit on any of those concepts in lyrical form yet. And you're still trying to get away from the fucking Vikings.
Right, well, except for Tide. The only thing, that's the only song on that is not really directly Viking related.
That's right, Tide rolls in.
Yeah, it's more about, trying to cover up a murder and having it come back to get you when, the evidence turns up.
So far, what's been the fondest memory of the band Debility? You have a fondest memory so far?
Fondest memory. Oh, let me see.
There's a lot. I'll have to think about that one. Yeah, you guys go first.
Yeah. John,
is this like playing live?
Your fondest memory.
I guess the first time doing a stage dive was really badass. Isn't it on film too? Yeah. Yeah, your first stage dive ever is on video for one of our live shows. ever. That was like my first.
Which show was that?
The Other Side. The Other Side was a Dying Ultimatum and some other bands. Impressions. Yeah. They're a band anymore. No, they're gone. But yeah, the place was called The Other Side. It had a 3-tier stage.
Yeah. Crystal Lake.
It was really cool. So that was pretty epic.
That wasn't like the show where because you said Dying Ultimatum. Because I was thinking of our first show there where the mic completely cut out for you. But we somehow had to win the crowd back from that.
Yeah, that was the very first show we played at The Other Side.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second show.
That was the first show where you got a mosh pit going, which is very cool.
I think one of my favorite memories was just like, I can't remember which show it was, but it was like the first time. It was like I remember we were playing a swing state, and it was like there wasn't that many people, and we got like a mini wall of death. There was like 6 people or something, like
3 against 3.
yeah, they just all running into each other, and then we invented like our own wall engine too. I think that was fun.
The other, or not, the other. That's definitely a way of hope because Oasis doesn't allow mosh.
We had to make up for it. It's like, you can't mosh here, so instead, everybody grab hands and shake them as hard as you possibly can.
Everyone rotation. It was like,
It quite as well at venues where they actually do a wall mosh.
Right, they're like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. What would you say yours is? Your favorite memory?
Oh boy, I have a lot of that. Somebody's too good. The thing is, I know I've talked about this before on another interview, but I feel like I have to tell the story again because it's way too funny. So we've been playing on a little festival every spring, pretty recently, called the Fest of the Underground. And the very first year we did it last year, it was in Rockford. Now, you may have been remembered that I was hyping up a band called Hyperdoom earlier, our good friends over there.
unintended.
Yeah. Well, one of them, Sam, at that particular show, he was going to come on stage with us and play on a little jam song that it's actually technically part of our side project, Nug Splitter, which will be playing its very first show on September 9th. Incidentally, more on that later. So he was going to come up and do a jam song that band does called Snakes with us. And unfortunately for him, the problem started immediately after Hyperdoom's set. He dislocated his toe finishing up the set.
His own set.
Yeah, his own set.
Yeah.
So before I could even teach him the song, he had to pop it back in and actually So he was distracted by that while he was learning the song, but the song wasn't too hard, so that wasn't an issue. The actual issue was that he started drinking to dull the pain.
Yeah.
You know?
We took a break and went out to buddy Terry's car, who is now a promoter, and we had some whiskey, and then he went back on stage, and
With a fruit salad.
Yeah, he brought some snackage up on the stage with us.
Yeah. And which promptly ended up all over our back. You know,
It was tragic to watch because I saw him turn and smack it off and oh shit.
Yeah, he spilled his little fruit cup all over his amp and the ground.
And he then promptly spent about half the set playing some pretty good improv, and the other half of the song unplugging his guitar on accident because the chord was a little short. That in itself would not have been so bad. But first, Zach left the stage.
Yeah.
I don't know why you left the stage. I know you've explained why you've left the stage, but I still don't know why you left the stage, especially since you just told me
He was drunk.
you knew he was drunk.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
I mean, I thought he was okay enough to play, and I didn't want to be standing up there just looking awkward on stage. It's kind of hard to hype up an improv stoner song that's just a nice slow jam kind of groove thing. It's no, not really heavy. So
I mean, you still could have provided a little bit of background,
Right, yeah. I could have stayed up there and played as well, but I figured he would take it away, and it was a little bit hectic, to say the least.
Speaking of background stuff, this guy over here, John, he decided he didn't actually want to play the song. That's
Oh, yeah. He was on stage with his violin.
he was on stage just
Playing one note.
E flat.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Just back and forth across one note with some effects on.
I don't even think he had the effects on. He was just playing E flat. Just playing E flat. So it was pretty much, I saw it as a disaster. I'm going to be part of this disaster.
Yeah. Let's make it be.
wanted me to actually salvage that. And somehow we did, actually. We ended the song, people were like, yeah, that was okay. And then we came up, and then the rest of the guys came on, and we played Bloody, so I blew the doors off the place. And it was like, that was
retribution for a strange song.
yeah,
strange performance. Yeah. I think, personally, my favorite would be the scoot door incident. Which basically, so we, John and Sean have a friend named Chris Dano, and he sent them a picture on, I think, Snapchat or something. And it was him, but he colored his face to look like Scooby-Doo. And he said, "Hi, I'm Scoot Door." And they made it a running joke until they told him, if we get 200 likes on this post, you're going to have to dress as Scoot Door, and you're going to have to dance in front of our stage while we play. And he denied it for a very long time, and he didn't believe it was going to go through. And then we actually got the right amount of likes, and he sorely performed in front of us, dancing around in the Scooby-Doo costume. And it was fucking hilarious.
I was very unhappy with that at the time, actually. I was like, no! Why are you advertising this?
It was stupid, and it was boring.
It was pretty funny. In retrospect.
We gained a lot of fans because of that singular moment, and then we also met a Dying Ultimatum because they were like, we have to talk to you after this. It's hilarious.
That was actually the show at the Old Town Inn.
Yeah,
the place that closed like a week after we played there.
Right.
We still remember that place very fondly, actually.
It was great.
We miss you.
Yeah. Even though it shocked my face with the microphone.
Yeah, it shocked me too. Like right after the set, my father who was there came up to talk to us, and I was like, "Hey,
Now, some of these fondest memories sound like most embarrassing moments.
Wait, what?
There's some.
embarrassing moments."
They're most embarrassing, but they're also, okay.
I mean, I told you Sam Reaper's most embarrassing moment. Now I have to think of mine. Give me a minute.
Yeah. We know you're Sean.
I just on stage. So tragic. I muddled too hard. And then I just came off stage like, you look like you pissed yourself there. I'm like, oh no, I probably was so lucky. But it's just a lot after his chest. And then I went to the bathroom like, yeah, I pissed myself.
He went up there having to take a piss, and then he played the heaviest song that we have, the fastest one, Decimator. And it goes like, I don't know, 250 or something, right? It's like, this whole thing close to that. It's fast. And he came down with piss pants. It was very visible. Very tragic. Yeah. What about you, John?
You're done. The ball's on your court, man. You want us to think of one for you?
Okay, no.
I mean, that's one where you're just standing on stage playing E flat.
Hey guys, it's time.
Yeah.
What's up? So, tell me this: did you guys already give your show schedule for the rest of this year?
The park shows?
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
Give us your show schedule for the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sure, we can talk about that now. Yeah.
You only got 5 minutes.
So,
Our next show is July 21st.
yeah, that's at a place called Steelworks. Just keep an eye on our Facebook page. Steelhouse. I'm sorry. I keep messing that up.
Yeah, it's for a fest called Steelyard Days. It's at a place called Steelhouse, Chicago.
Yeah, just keep an eye on our Facebook page, the event page for it. It's right up there. That'll tell you the exact address where you need to go.
Yeah.
As for the other show, September 9th is the
Homelander Records annual birthday bash.
Yeah, that's third? Fourth?
That's the third annual Homelander bash. Yeah, 3 years in a row celebrate the anniversary of the founding of Homeline. That's at the Cairo Ale House. So yeah, September 9th, Cairo Ale House. And then October, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, October 27th at the Mutiny. We're playing with Purge and who else?
Distorted Reaction.
Distorted Reaction, another death metal band.
The next
Yeah, we got the Last Man TBA, but we're trying to make it like a full death metal lineup.
Right. It's pretty much going to be like a Halloween themed show too. So
For John's birthday.
Yeah. Do you want to dress up? Go ahead and dress.
Yeah, for your costume.
You realize we have to play the birthday song, John? You know.
Oh yeah.
Good. I'm not too cool. Oh yeah. You are.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Where's this Halloween show at? Only one of...
The Mutiny. Yeah, that's where the Halloween show is at.
Yeah, the Mutiny in Chicago.
Okay, only one of you talk, okay? One of you, not all of you.
Yeah.
Okay, now, where is it? Is it Mutiny in Chicago? What day?
October 27th.
Okay. Any shows after that?
We are currently booking. We are actively looking for more shows after that. But right now, we're also looking for a show for August. So if you're a venue promoter and you want us to play at your venue in August, hit us up. Yep.
Okay. Well, you guys want to give people your website address?
Website address.
Contact us? Okay. Well, you can contact us at facebook.com/Debility Official.
Yeah, that's our main hub right now. We are still working on the website right now, but we hope to have that up by the time we release the first album, which will hopefully be sometime next year.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you guys on the show. We will do this again in the near future.
Yeah, it was a pleasure talking to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. It was appreciated, really.
Thank you for your time.
Shout
And you guys want to send anybody shout-outs?
What was that?
Shout-outs? Is that our shout-outs?
Shout-outs.
Yeah, you want to send some shout-outs to anybody listening out there?
Well, we said Hyperdoom. Hyperdoom. Exosphere.
Metalbrook. They're just releasing an album very, very soon.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned for that.
What lies ahead? I don't know.
Yeah.
Consume the Divide. Closing Zero.
Veins of Malice.
And up again. Kerr.
Yeah, Kerr.
Oh, yeah, Kerr. They're cool. They're in Kentucky. They're very, very, very heavy. Tomorrow Divine.
What about Kudas? What about Forever Lost?
What was that?
What about Kudas, the place you played at?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having us.
Oh, of course, our venues, yeah.
And what about
again, Steelhoff is coming up. They've been a joy to play at both times we played there. Mutiny, we were there last year. We loved it. That's why we're coming back in October.
What about
the Oasis.
What about
They're
the
up in
band?
Grace. It's technically a little youth club, but it's got a
Guys.
very nice, roomy atmosphere.
Guys, what about the band Forever Lost?
Forever Lost? Oh, yeah. Definitely them. That even has Chris Hartlett.
Hey, I'm actually wearing the wristband right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's it. My time's up. Our time's up for the show because it's coming down in 5 seconds. Well, thank you. We'll do this again in the future.
All right. Okay. Sounds great.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.